You're what's happening? How we doing? How we doing? I need everybody within the sound of my voice to make sure that you follow me on Instagram. That's at Chris Hall ATL. And in the link in my bio, click on the Chris Hall Show. That's going to throw you over to YouTube so you can stay up to date with all the content that I drop. Make sure you hit that notification bell so you're up to date and you can get notified whenever I drop new content. We are back. We are back. We are back. Wednesday night, I literally cracked myself up for 2 whole hours. That was fun. I hope y'all enjoyed it. The video should be up sometime after this show. From the content last night if you missed it. Today, though, we will be talking about my favorite and yours, dating apps, part 3. In this episode, I'm going to have my boy Mike join us, and we always exchange these outrageous dating app stories, but they're usually private. Today, we will be breaking down dating apps, the types we use, the do's and don'ts, rules and regulations, crazy stories, catfishing. Y'all are gonna be the flies on the wall when 2 men converse about dating apps. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This is juice. But yeah. Are y'all on dating apps? Y'all ain't start yet? It's a pandemic out there. What are y'all waiting on? Jump on a dating app, man. Why not? You scared? I know your friend told you about it already. Guess what, ladies? I know y'all like this. Come closer. It's free. It's free. Who doesn't like free? Especially women. Love free, don't you? I know you. I've had some outlandish stories, run-ins, and that segment of why women are so secretive, it definitely derives from the dating app, which I get it. Everyone has to be cautious. Wear a seatbelt when you drive. Wear your mask. I know y'all love those. We get it. But y'all extra secretive on that app, man. I mean, it is so difficult at times. It's almost like pulling teeth just to get y'all from this world to this world. Yes, real life. You know we want to meet y'all, right? Do y'all know that? You do know we're on the app to get this. This may seem crazy. Date. Did you not know that? Let me guess. You thought this was some extension of Instagram? You put your Let me tell you what's crazy about y'all. Y'all are going to dating app to put your Instagram on the dating app so people can go, guess what? Talk to you on Instagram. Are y'all using dating apps for free promotion? That's low. That's low. Y'all are using a dating app to promote your thirst traps on Instagram. Oh yes, it is a thirst trap because you're not meeting up with nobody. So you just sit here just to get some reassurance and validation that you look good. Oh, you didn't know I knew. You didn't know that I know. Y'all ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I know a girl right now, who can't even date because she doesn't have a babysitter, but is on the, guess what? Dating app. Why? Why? When y'all get up for work in the morning, we all do some similar things. You wake up, brush your teeth, wash your face. You ladies may do a little something extra. We put on deodorant, some lotion, I hope. After we do all of that, we put on our clothes, may make a cup of coffee, we do this, we do that. It's called preparation. We're preparing ourselves for work. Ladies, why are, y'all chicks crazy. Why do you go on the dating app unprepared? If you go to work without your badge, you can't get in. You weren't prepared for work. So you would go home, get your damn badge, and make sure you have it the next day. So why are y'all getting on the dating app unprepared to date? COVID-19 out there. Got your mask on? I've not been in a place inside without having to wear my mask. In most places. I get this at Atlanta and COVID's a little thin, seemingly, out here. But if you're, I call it COVID concerned. I guess everyone should be COVID concerned, but if you're overly COVID concerned, why do y'all women want to add another layer of difficulty to seeing your ass? I get it's not your fault necessarily. The world is crazy. I understand that. But why are you making it even more difficult just to see you? You already got, let me tell you what you got. You got your 9 to 5, right? You also have your makeup business, right? You also sell trinkets on Amazon. What else do you do? You got to go to the gym. Let's hope so. You only going to the gym. You got to meet up with your homegirls. You got to help your homegirl. Your homegirl got to do this. Your homegirl want to do that. I don't got my hair done. I don't got my nails done. I'm in school. What up, Mike? I'm in school. I'm tired. I'm hungry. I got a headache. My back hurt. My knee hurt. Get the fuck off the app. Get off the app. You wasting my swipes. My swipes are precious. My precious swipes. Let me get my boy Mike in here, man. We gonna talk about it. These swipes cost, man. I'm not trying to lose my swipes, okay? It's a waste of swipes. I don't want to lose my swipes. Mike.
What's going on? Can you see me okay?
You look like a Ghostbusters or something. Like the screen, okay. It's real green.
Okay. No. Oh, that's the lighting in my. I'm changing the light bulb now.
Okay.
I've been here the whole time. I've been paying attention.
Get your visuals together.
Keep going. You keep going. I'll work this.
Gotcha. All right. So, like I was saying, ladies, like, we have a limited amount of swipes. Why are you wasting my swipes? Why are you wasting it? If you're not prepared to be on the app, to talk, to converse, to get on the phone, to exchange numbers, what the hell is up with all of y'all number nowadays? Mike, you look good. You good. Yeah.
Awesome.
So, introduce yourself. Let the people know your name, where you from,
And all that. Oh.
They don't know you.
My name is Michael. I'm a 37-year-old single black male, no children. I mean, we talking about dating apps, right? We talking about dating apps, right? You got to give your whole dating app.
They say that you like smoking, yes or no?
That's how I introduce myself on the regular, just walking down the street. Hi, I'm Michael. 37-year-old black male, no children. Yeah. From
they say that we don't exist. That there's no single men who don't have kids.
Listen, we can dive down into that.
We could get into that some other time. Let's talk about dating apps. About the show, right? Mm-hmm. Try your very best not to look at the comments. Try your very best. I know it's tough because it's
I'm not a social media guy, but I'm good at ignoring people, so I can.
Right, because it's literally right there. You're gonna have a lot of people talking to you, but let's just let them talk.
Okay.
If I see something interesting, I'll let you know.
Okay. I'm gonna let you quarterback this thing.
Yeah. So, what dating apps are you on right now?
Right now, I have and I guess this is an important part of the conversation because there's a reason I have more than one.
Of course, you like options.
Different options. That's the important thing, and then we'll get into that, right? Yeah. So Tinder, Bumble, Hinge. I don't even really use Hinge no more.
Why not?
I don't know. No real reason. It's just, I mean, I honestly, lately, you know me, I'm getting ready to make some changes. So like, it's been less. You know what I'm saying? It ain't been that as of late.
Okay.
So.
Well, of course now, but let's say in your heyday when you were
when I was active, I had all three going.
Okay. Which one do you prefer?
But the question is, when you're talking about preference, what are you talking about? Like, which one do I prefer?
Okay. So you're saying that you use different apps for different means?
Well, I mean, are you talking about, you say like different apps, like, are you mean like which app is actually the app is better, or which one has the better quality of, the higher quality of individuals that I would be interested in, or whatever else you mean.
Because we got to go to the meat and potatoes. So which one? Because we don't care how the operating system is. Right. Which one has the best looking women to you?
Oh, the best looking women. Oh,
yes. I mean that's
man. To be honest with you, it's probably gonna be Bumble or Hinge.
For the people who don't know how Bumble works, explain.
And that's why I asked that other question, because
that's true. The different the functions and workings of the app do play a part in the overall experience.
Because everything that you said in your opening is kind of alleviated in Bumble because they have to message you first.
The girl, right? Yeah. Tell them.
Exactly. So I'm sure they know, but Bumble is the one where if we match, the woman has to message you first. So for me, that just cuts through a lot of the additional extra nonsense, right? Like if you have to match and you have to speak first, I know out the gate, if we're talking, I know that you've made it a certain distance. You're like,
so you telling me y'all have to match as well? So it kind of got some Tinder vibes to it?
Yeah, you have to match. They're swiping. Once you match, the woman has 24 hours to message you.
You got she's on a 24-hour shot clock.
Right, she's on the clock.
24-hour clock.
Yeah, which is awesome, right? Because I got some matches. I have some matches now. Like it's crazy. Like when you get a certain kind of match, you have to play the whole thing differently. So you know me, I'll say messed up stuff from time to time, but I don't really care, right? So like the other day, I matched with a managing partner at a law firm. Okay. And then I also matched with a traveling nurse. Two great, right? I haven't heard from either of them yet. It's been like 2 days,
and
right?
This is Bumble where you match?
No. This is on Tinder.
Okay,
This occurrence is happening on Tinder. These two matches, right? Matched with them, managing partner and nurse. So it's two high demand jobs. So once you match, like one of them sent me a message. I sent a message. You know what I'm saying? I sent the message. I haven't heard back from either one. And now with Tinder, they didn't have to do anything other than the initial right. But I have to play it differently because I'm a rush the managing partner of a law firm.
And I think, but look,
right, versus a girl that's like a truck driver. Like I'm looking for a different, like, you know what I'm saying. If that was the case, I'm looking for a different level of communication.
Yeah, I think with Tinder, because they could have matched you like 3 weeks ago, and then you just happened to get into their algorithm.
No, they matched me. They matched me. I matched them first, and then they matched me.
That's what I'm saying. So you might have matched them like 2 days ago, and then they finally match you. You don't even know. We just sometimes you rage swipe and all that.
Right.
What is that? What message? So rage swiping is when you go on to, you just want to go ahead and dump all your available swipes, because you do have a quantity of swipes per, what is it, like 8 hours on Tinder or something?
Yeah, I do my rage swiping like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning when I woke up.
Yeah. You wake up early, you do a quick swipe dump or rage swipe, whichever one you want to call it. And it's like Russian roulette. Like you just spin the shit and you might die, you might not. But that's the exciting part of doing it.
Right, which is cool, but it's more useful and productive on Bumble because I do all that, and then if the matches happen, they have to then say something. So it's not like right now I got a managing partner in a law firm and a traveling nurse just sitting and stewing. I'm sure they're busy and got more important shit to do than Tinder, which I get.
But think about that though. Look how you just said it. Even you know that these women have more important things to do than Tinder, which is fine. We have some things to do as well, but why are you on there if you don't have time for it? That's one thing I'm trying to figure out. Hopefully I can get a young lady who's on the app as well, who's playing these games.
Well, so for one thing, you mentioned it earlier, and I'll give the people some background because I gave you that piece of information. I actually dated this chick once, and I met her. We met on Tinder. It ended up not working out, but we're still cool. We're still cool today, which I love those. I love like people. Like it's okay. Like you're supposed to be able to date and the shit not work out and then still be cool. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Like that's right. That's the nature of the game. So, but she told me that she was going to a therapist, which I recommend. Everybody should have a therapist. I'm not at all saying everybody should have a person that you can say anything to that legally can't say shit. Everyone should have that. But she told me that her therapist told her to build up her self-confidence and self-esteem and self-worth to create a dating profile just to let men shower her with praise and try to get at her.
Oh, it's another extension of Instagram. They want likes, if you will.
Yeah.
They want validation. They want reassurance. They want affirmation. Because I guess they're just not getting enough, or at a fast enough pace. Because online we're
right.
In person, these things may be a little slow to come across.
Well, also the social space isn't reality. Like you're going to get more likes on a dating app than you're gonna get
in person.
In real life. Like that many people ain't gonna walk up to you in real life and be like,
not enough people.
Yeah, I'm swiping right on your face.
Not happening.
Not happening. I would love to swipe right on someone's face, just standing in front of them in real life. That'd be awesome.
What if you could swipe left on somebody in real life?
Yeah, no.
Disrespectful.
You can. It's called shoving them. Just push them to the side.
you could go on a date, right? You could go on a date, and if you don't like it, there was some parallel universe or that you could just swipe left and they just disappear from the date and you could finish your food in peace. How awesome.
We gotta have a shitty date one of these. We gotta have this.
If it's from a dating app, then
bro, do you know well, I haven't had a shitty date. Let me see the last shitty date I had, but I didn't want to drift off topic yet. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
hey,
I mean, listen, this is all day. So boom. So back to the dating app. So Bumble is where is kind of got a Tinder / Hinge mixture to where it
Hinge feels even more professional. Like Hinge, I don't know that I came across any ratchets.
Yeah, I think the best looking women are on Hinge. To me, I've been on Bumble, I've been on Tinder, and as far as the creme de la, I'm talking about professional, and it's weird. I'm like, why? I feel like it's just an app. Why is this so more professional than the rest of them? Like somebody started a trend,
but it is.
Maybe it was just a trend, and then people like, you know what? I can't be half stepping on him.
You know, there's a negative connotation to Tinder.
It is
right.
I think because it came out right after Plenty of Fish.
No, well, and it was around for the back page and Craigslist days.
Exactly, the back page.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And there's still a lot of, you know what I'm saying, the world's oldest profession going down on Tinder. I mean, it's going down everywhere. But Tinder still has that stigma.
I mean,
but they also have the branding. They have the stigma, but they also have the branding because a lot of people still have Tinder accounts.
Correct.
So, you know.
So that's how Bumble works. Tinder is more of a gamble, to where you're just swiping aimlessly because you don't know who might match you. Because on Tinder you can only converse when you both like each other in some divine intervention, and you both just somehow came across each other's algorithm. And you both liked each other. So the aim to that is, you both should be physically attracted to each other at least before even talking, right?
One would think.
That's kind of the aim. And then Hinge. Now, tell them about the Hinge options and how the profile is set up.
Actually, like I said, I haven't used Hinge in a while.
Haven't used Hinge? I'll let y'all know how the Hinge profile is set up. So you put different profile pictures on there. You also have criteria where it shows your age, your location, your sex, your height, I believe. If you smoke marijuana, cigarettes, pills, so it gets real in depth. If you have children, you don't. You want children, you don't. I mean, it's very intuitive. That's why it grinds my gears when women don't use all things allotted to you. That just shows me that you're lazy.
Okay. So look. Here's the next thing I want to do. I'm gonna help a little bit. This is gonna be my attempt at holding the ship on because I'm gonna comment on things that people do. I'm not gonna say women, although I'm not looking at dudes' profiles.
Look, hey! This is a safe space.
I know, but to be honest with you, I do have a problem with certain things in general. So if dudes are doing them, I would actually hate that more than women doing them. Case in point, I hate it when you have the option of selecting, you know, how, you know what I'm saying, do you have kids? Do you want kids? Do you not want kids? You got all the options available to you, right? And so I've literally had a chick say, it just said she wants someday, right? So then we started talking, we chopping it up, and then come to find out she has kids now. But
look, she didn't say she had kids though, right?
No, she said she wants someday. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. There's an option for have and want more. That's an option.
You could have squeezed it all in there.
So but any dude that does that, you're just as lame.
But look, is it not honestly? Is that not a catfish? If you don't put you have kids and you do.
I'm glad you said that. A lot of people think catfish is just
No.
This is what happens in an elevated conversation. Like there's some educated upper level niggas that see this shit a little differently. Like basic people are like, oh, catfish, you're different from your picture. Okay, no, it's also a catfish if you tell me you work out and you don't. That is also a catfish.
Do you know that one picture that they put up there of that one time they went to the gym in 2017?
Oh my God! Everybody has the one mandatory gym pic.
One, because they know we like.
They weren't even sweating in the pic though, bro. Give me a pic where you sweating in it.
But think about it. They know what to put up there. But it's weird, right? You know what we want, but you don't give it to us.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you know that we like you have a gazillion pictures. You have 5 to choose from. Why would you choose that one time you was randomly in the gym? That would make no sense, because those aren't glamour pictures usually, right?
Right.
Because you know what men want, but for some odd reason you want to act silly when you're judged by that.
Right. I'll give you another one. And I'm gonna say people are doing this. Wink, wink. But have you seen the profiles where they literally tell you like all the terrible things about themselves? I saw a profile the other day where the chick said, like, plain as day, I'm toxic. If you can't deal with that, swipe left.
Who can deal with toxic? Hey, Captain America can't deal with toxic.
I feel like it's more what a lot of people don't realize is some profiles are actually a test of my sanity. Like,
but tell them about the worst profiles of all. The ones that have the long paragraph about everything you should not be. Man,
listen, if there's any woman, I'm gonna say women on this one because I don't care if dudes do it. We don't they do, and I hate them for it. But right now, I'm only talking to women because I really want women to stop it. Hey, you do not need a whole profile built for the one individual that you don't want to talk to. Listen, here's the other thing. Here's the other thing they do, right? They want to let you know that somebody, just random people, find them so attractive that they want to randomly hook up. So they all put no hookups at the bottom of the profile. And it's like, wait a minute. Why do you feel the need to put that? Are you not just ignoring those people anyway? Why do you feel like making a nigga like me read? Like, why are you wasting characters? You get a certain number of characters.
Wasteful.
You get a certain number of characters.
Why are you doing that?
You get a certain number of characters specifically for the purpose of impressing the other individual, right? Specifically for saying something that's going to spark something in someone else. And you literally take that time to say some shit like no hookup.
Tell them how many profiles you've read and you've gained nothing about that individual. I mean, not a thing.
God, most of them. Most
profiles, you're only telling me what you don't want.
Right. Which I have another theory on, by the way. Mm-hmm. I have a theory of why people do that. Right. I believe people only do that because on some level they feel like it absolves them when they come across the same fuckery and keep doing the same shit they've been doing, right? They get to pretend the person wasn't supposed to be all the red flags they saw because I said on my profile, if you a liar, swipe left. Well, bitch, I lied to you and I swiped right. You know, that's what I honestly believe that's where that.
It's a huge cop-out because there's no way that you're meeting sexual deviants, rapists, pedophiles, short dudes, toxic, narcissist.
Right.
Like, are you meeting? You got a problem if you're meeting that many. But where are you shopping at?
More importantly, what are you saying? What are your pictures saying? Like, what do you have in your profile that makes it so that you have to say no hookups? I don't want to do threesomes. I'm not a unicorn. Because there are women that don't say none of that shit on their profiles.
You know what's funny about that? That'll be the girl with her ass on the counter.
Yes, it will be.
No hookups.
Yes.
Well, what else we gonna do?
Oh, or this one. If you're looking for sex, swipe left. Well, unfortunately for you, I'm a heterosexual male in my prime. So even as a nice dude, I'm still looking for sex.
Message.
I'm still looking for sex. What are you talking about?
Man,
Like, I have no desire to talk to you and date you without any hopes one day of having sex. That doesn't interest me.
I read a profile yesterday, Mike, that made me sick to my stomach. The profile said, I am celibate and don't ask me why, just respect it.
But you told me about it. So why would I, like, if you were truly celibate and it didn't need to be a conversation, you would have just not put yourself in any situation where we would potentially be able to have sex.
Mike,
like, that's your celibacy is your responsibility.
Mike, at the end of the day, what is your goal in dating a woman?
Procreating, or at least a relationship and sex. Like,
now, mind you, like I tell people, that's not all we want to do. We enjoy going out. I like riding. You like riding bikes? I like riding bikes.
I like waterfalls and caves.
I like ice cream. I love ice cream.
Hey.
So,
Nick, we willing to get out the house.
So why don't y'all understand that? If we want to have sex, once we have sex, we can sleep, we can have sex again, we can wake up, we can go to breakfast, we can go to breakfast the next day, we can go to dinner that day. We can do whatever you like at that point.
Mm-hmm. Whatever you want.
Whatever, what you want? Where? Roots what? Chris? What time they open?
Sure. Right. I had a great morning. I feel like paying for whatever it is you feel like doing.
Whatever. That's not what they want to do. No. They want to spend our prized possession and keep their prized possession in a fucking Swiss bank.
Yeah. I feel like that prized possession, diamond between your legs perspective for women and sex has done more detriment than good. My cousin,
you look at it as a tool.
Huh?
You could look at it as a tool. Whenever you look at stuff as a tool, it's not that important.
Yeah. Well, and I'm not even saying go that far. Like, it's just that some women have not been allowed, and society's greatly responsible for it. It's just women just generally
for every bad thing you could possibly think of.
Yeah, but generally speaking, it does. There are still a large sect of women that have a lot of guilt behind sex, right? They just do. It's a thing. You know what I'm saying? I grew up in the church. So.
Because no one's there besides us two. Who else is there? Who else knows?
I resent it. I generally resent it because I don't like the idea that you're supposed to feel like you got this dime between your legs and you know what I'm saying? Everything about you is getting diminished with every stroke. But my stuff just ain't worth anything, even though all of what I am is what impressed you and got you to this point. Mm-hmm. But I'm not supposed to feel, you know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't I feel like I'm so awesome? And I'm adding to the value of this situation by having said, why wouldn't I feel that way? I
think women have a dine and dash fear that you're going to get what you wanted and leave. I had women actually tell me that.
I mean, but that's not.
I don't get that. If it's good, where am I going?
Listen, there's a huge population of guys that are responsible for a lot of women feeling this way. Okay, those dudes tend to be shitty and not worth initially talking to anyway. So that's
but stop there. Whose fault is that?
Well, it's dealer's choice. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You listen. We're all responsible for the choices we individually make. We are, right? So, I for sure. I mean, because you know what I'm saying. Let's be real, especially for the people. It's not to say that I haven't made bad choices in terms of who I, you know what I'm saying, decide to spend time with and kick it with. For sure, but I'm also not bitter and ramming it down every other chick's throat that I have.
This is what makes you qualified to talk about it, because you have made bad decisions, and I believe that women should. This is why we want to have these fly on the wall conversations, so y'all can at least know what we're thinking about and how we feel about certain things. Right. To maybe this will help you out in your vetting process.
Right. I for sure don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm aware people are listening. and I don't want to give the impression that I care what the general public feels, but I do think it's important to make sure people understand. Like, we're not two cats that are just like anti-woman. My God, we're only having the conversation because we're pro-woman. Like, there are plenty of women plenty of black women. We are pro-woman. That's why there's a problem that needs to be solved. That's why.
This is why we're here. But unfortunately, to the feminist ear, we sound misogynistic. We sound superficial. We sound this stink aroma of toxic masculinity. Take it from there.
I had someone tell me the other day, because there was a situation I had been talking to somebody, and I had done all the things that person was, you know what I'm saying, that person was looking for. They really wanted to be with me, did all that stuff, right? When I spend time with someone and I put my energy into somebody, I'm the kind of person, I see myself, I see everything from a business perspective. So when I start dealing with a woman, in my mind, I'm investing, right?
Because men are practical individuals. We think about logic, facts, truth, things like that.
Right.
Gotcha.
As an investor, I don't know any investor that is not interested on the return on investment. I don't know any investor that does not consider that, right? And so it was interesting, her response to me, she said, "You're transactional." Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Well, we are. What's wrong with that?
I don't know if it was an attempt to guilt me into feeling differently, but it did set in my mind that, there are people that wholeheartedly believe that I'm supposed to invest and not be concerned with the return.
At all. Months, Mike. Months.
Bro, that's bad.
That's bad business. That's bad business.
I mean, that's gonna make you bankrupt. If you're dealing with relationships, that's gonna make you bankrupt. If you're dealing with money, that's gonna make you bankrupt.
That's bad business.
I don't know anybody that would advise someone to just go around giving away their resources, time, and energy, and with no return. I don't know anybody that would recommend that.
None.
And I told her there's nothing else in life that works that way. There's nothing else in reality that works that way.
If I had you show your bank statements of your dates from 2019 to today, retarded.
People don't know. My cousin went on a date. She took a dude on a date one night.
What?
They went to bowling. Right. She wanted to pay.
Are you talking about what's her name?
Yeah, you met her. You met her. Puffy hair.
Okay, gotcha. Go ahead.
My cousin, right?
Yeah.
So she took a guy out. I swear it was maybe bowling and some beers. And she said it came out to be $120, $130. And she was freaking out. And I was like, and she was like, come on. She was like, is this what guys spend on a date? I was like, that's a cheap date.
That's a Tuesday night.
That's a Tuesday night.
Tuesday.
Bro, if I get to spend $100 on a date,
I'm happy.
Man, what?
Thank God it was late.
I got out of there with my skin intact.
For real.
Yeah. It's nothing in Atlanta to have to spend $300-$400 on a date. That's nothing.
Nigga, we are down. We're down 40 when we park the car.
Done. They don't even consider that. They don't even consider that. Listen, I'm talking, and my $300. I'm talking about the bill at the restaurant. I ain't even talking about the $40 in parking here, and then we got to go here.
And then once the night continues, anyway.
Right.
So okay, back to dating apps. So, how long should it take two individuals to meet from match to person?
I give people slack right now because of COVID. There are a lot of people that feel anxiety over that. On average, I mean, I can say a week. I say a week to get to the weekend, to make sure there's a weekend.
Okay, so if there's a weekend in between, we're talking about that weekend.
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I mean, listen, and I wanted to touch on this at some point of this conversation with the whole, COVID and dating thing. That's why in my monologue earlier, I was saying that I haven't been in an indoor place that you don't have to wear a mask and follow protocols and go outside if you want this, or 6 feet apart, da da da. So I don't even know why COVID should be a part of discussion. If you're out on the app today to meet someone, then we should never even talk about COVID when it comes to meeting up, because you should know that we are going out on a date to a restaurant, which is as safe as it could possibly freaking be. It can't be any safer. So if you want to that, and that's what really boggles my mind, because you're on the app to meet someone in person. So we have a friend, right? We have a few mutual friends. I won't say his name, but it was difficult to meet up with him because it was always some COVID stuff. But it's safe enough everywhere. It's as safe as it could possibly be. So when I meet a chick on a dating app and she leads off with COVID, what am I supposed to do? And I told this story in one of the earlier dating app episodes, to where this girl was telling she was submissive. She believed in gender roles and old-fashioned stuff. She had her stuff going. She was looking real nice. She still stayed at home with her mom. She was like 26 or something like that, waiting on Prince Charming to come and take her out of her mother's house. I'm with that.
Okay. All right.
I got no problems with that.
Okay.
No problems with that. But it was so difficult to get her from that house to in person, because she let off with COVID. And I was like, well, where?
Well, how old were her parents, right? She might have been.
No, but listen to me. If you have no legs, why'd you sign up for the 40-yard dash?
Okay, I got an answer for that. I do. I mean, just the devil's advocate.
I cannot wait to hear it.
Devil's advocate. Okay. So from what I understand is happening a lot right now is that since there has been a hitch or a slowdown in people's ability to congregate, is that a lot of individuals are preferring to use that time to do the deeper dive into one another, do that part longer, and then meet. Now, to your point, does that add to the safety? Like if we talk for 2 weeks and then meet, are you safer than if we talked for 1 week and then met? Right?
I'll let you continue to hang yourself. Go ahead.
No, I'm devil's advocate.
For what?
We was just out the other night. You know where I stand.
Don't be devil's advocate. The devil is in hell. You want to go there? Don't be his friend or his advocate. Don't be either one. It is asinine. What Stephen A. said? Asinine.
Listen, well, okay. Well, hold on. In all fairness, we spin off different perspectives to one another that we don't necessarily agree with, just to see what the other person thinks. That's all I'm doing. What if? And then you get to respond. I'm pretending I'm them right now, and then you respond.
So, okay. So you're saying, what if a young lady wants to do the courting part and the getting to know before?
Watch this. How about you spend more time and get to know me some more? How about that? Why you need to worry about getting in front of me right now?
When is COVID over?
I didn't say this was a logical argument.
Swipe left. Wasted a fucking swipe.
Devil's advocate, bro. I did the best I could.
No,
I did the best I could.
That is the dumbest thing ever. And look, listen, I have no idea playing the game you want to play. So I've asked them, okay, if COVID is a concern of yours, where are you comfortable going?
Which is
Which is fair.
the park an answer? Did they ever say the park? Because the park is a legit answer.
They say they don't know.
Oh, well, then there, yeah. See, now we're back. Now,
and look,
we're back at your point.
Miss. And this one person took this, I guess, the wrong way. I said, ma'am, look, I'm not as COVID cautious as you are as far as where I can go, because everywhere you can go, you have to wear a mask. So I don't know what else you want me to do. But if I'm on the dating app to date, I'm on the dating app to meet you in person. So I don't have any restrictions as far as where I can go, because you have to wear masks everywhere you go anyway. So where are you comfortable going? Because I don't have said restrictions. Like if you have a certain diet, like I've dated girls who all have different diet, vegan, vegetarian, pescatarian, they're on the Atkins diet, they're on
they're not still doing that.
Whatever the hell.
40-year-old white woman.
Exactly. So I'm like, okay, well, where are you comfortable going? This is your diet. I can eat whatever. So you tell me. So where you feel comfortable, I go and plan. I have no problems, but it never went any further than that. And one girl has felt offense or felt the way that I say I wasn't as COVID cautious as she is. She said, oh, well, you must be out here and about, so I can't mess with you. Thanks, but no thanks.
Yeah, a lot of things became politicized, and I don't know the term for the other thing that happened. But yeah, like there were those people that were like, if you go out, then you're like a Trump supporter. You're like an anti-vaxxer, and it's like, nah, there's just a sect of people that have accepted the reality that everyone's going to accept. It ain't going nowhere. It's like it's going to be like the new version. It's the flu. It's not going nowhere. It's just better to continue to, do whatever you feel comfortable with being cautious. Like, bro, I'm going to wear an airplane on a mask moving forward no matter what. I don't care what. Yeah, man, I and felt the moment I got sick on the plane when I wasn't wearing a mask. In what, 2018?
Listen, what I told people is if people who work from home have a stronger sense of the bubble mentality is what I call it. You are safe in your bubble. You can continue making money in said bubble. You don't have, exactly, see, funny enough, you don't have to step outside of your bubble. And due to that pertinent fact, you are going to be more COVID cautious, as I like to say, than someone who has to go outside.
Well, so let me throw you a curveball here. Now I'm going to step over to your side, and I'm going to pretend I'm talking to someone that would be making that's somewhat of that argument. Because to me, if you're on the dating app, you're interested in dating. If you're not interested in going, not going anywhere, but you're interested in dating, then you should have no problem skipping straight to Netflix and chill.
Hold on now. Hold on. Message. Thank God you said that. Because the same girl who I was telling you about, who didn't know where she wanted to go, I said, okay, because she said, I don't want to go where there's a lot of people there or where there's people. And I said, okay, cool. Say less. I said, what if I told you that I have some Jodeci planned? I have some Saint Michelle Riesling, sweet Riesling on ice. I'll be making salmon. Hold on. Let me get through it. I'll be making salmon, mashed potatoes from scratch, spinach.
Okay.
And we'll have a green salad prior.
And you were going to do all this with a little candle in a bottle and everything? Like,
Mike, it's a candle lit right now. I'm light skinned. I do this. So what if I said I will have this prepared for you at 7:30? Are you coming over? Guess what
you said this, sir? Oh no, you actually said this, sir?
Yes, because she said she hasn't gone, she's not going out. She said
so I slipped into this for real.
This is dead ass.
Oh,
This
snap!
is story time.
Oh, this is unrehearsed, people. This is unrehearsed. I didn't realize. Oh shit, you actually okay? So we had the same logic. Like if you don't
Yes.
want to go nowhere,
This is why I said, yo, and listen, disclaimer, y'all. Y'all have to understand, me and Mike are friends, but we didn't grow up together. So this is technically two men from totally different teachings, two different walks of life, born in two different places. This isn't my poor friend and we lost our virginity together and grew up in such and such, and my mom knows his mom. This is literally two random men for the most part. You feel what I'm saying? That's what people have to understand. That is why you say this is not rehearsed. So yes, I told her that, and guess what she told me? No, I'm not I wouldn't come over on the first date. But you don't know
where the fuck is the first date supposed to happen? In her driveway?
What are men, Mike? Men are visual creatures, man. We like touching and stuff like that.
Well, not just that. I gotta make sure you're actually the person you're talking to at a certain point.
Listen, hold on real quick.
And even the camera doesn't go as far as I needed to go.
Hold on. Listen, this is what I have to let y'all know who's on the dating app. Listen to this very carefully. I only know you're a girl because that's the freaking picture that you put on the screen. Put yourself in this. Close your eyes. Not you, Mike. Close your eyes. Imagine yourself as a heterosexual man conversing with a woman via text or an alleged woman via text for 2 weeks.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
In Atlanta.
Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Don't open them. You've been talking to this person for 2 weeks. You have been talking intimately to this person, telling them how much you like them, how much you like their body parts that you see, because we're visual. Sorry. If you have a nice ass, we will say, we appreciate your physique. In layman's terms, or in other terms, that's you have a nice ass. Okay? But we want to be politically correct. Imagine doing all of this. Open your eyes now. And it's a man the whole time.
Hey, man. And that's real.
Hold on. The whole time, I've been getting this dude's penis on hard as I text him sweet nothings and good morning, beautiful.
Imagine that. I didn't like that.
Do you know how tough it would be for a man to come back from that?
Man, because especially if you told a homeboy like me, because
I'm not gonna let you live that up.
At all. Like, I'm a terrible homeboy. Like, I'm not gonna support you through that.
Hey, Mike, he gonna be leaning on your shoulders. Hey, I like women, bro. I don't
All right, you get confused easy, man. No.
You's a gullible ass thing, boy.
Right, I'm not gonna support you through that. No.
So that's what y'all have to understand. You gotta understand. I've had a man in my DMs before. That shit's not far fetched. It's not far fetched. So I would hate to be talking to a woman, and then all of a sudden, it's a man. Let's go to the comment section real quick.
I was about to say, but you ain't even got to go that far. Like, we're human beings. At a certain point, direct contact and interaction.
So
the average people get crazy.
She's so shameless says, but isn't online dating supposed to combat the fact that people don't have time? Asking for a busy chick. Well, my opinion on that is you need to make time. If you haven't made time yet, don't get on a dating app, because what you're doing right now is being selfish. You don't have time, but other people have carved out time in their life to date. So now you're taking up their time with your bull crap, and they're wasting their time on you. Do you know, Mike, I've had conversations, one text conversations for days. You'll say hey at 7, and I said this the other day. You'll say hey at 7. You'll get a hey at 7 p.m. 7 a.m., 7 p.m. You get a, I send a what you got going on at about 8. You get a nothing much at 3:30 the next afternoon. So who has time to be sitting there pecking at a meal all day?
But it's not even just that, right? Because at the core of the situation, that's why you're supposed to date more than one person. Part of the problem is that we've gotten into a situation where people think they're supposed to meet somebody and you're supposed to, and it's just supposed to be them, until you figure out if that's the person. No, you're supposed to date multiple people, and it avoids that nonsense. But supposed to combat the fact that people don't have time. If
you don't have time, then don't do it.
But I'm saying, but it is combating it. But you gotta look at what part is combating. It's combating the part that would make you have to go out. It's a time saver. You're not having to go out, drive somewhere, get into a place, wait for 10 people to approach you. You do all that in hand. It's not supposed to save you the time on actual interactions with the people that you're interested in. If we've matched, the time saving piece has concluded.
It's over. Right. We have matched. It's time to talk. And I mean, I don't want to sound like transactional, but it's time to get this over with. Let's go in and see what's going on.
Right? Because isn't anything else more of a waste of time?
Anything else is a waste of time. If I see you and you don't have any kneecaps, how am I supposed to deal with that?
We can't go skating.
Can't go skating. Next question from Heart Story X Love Story. Women are afraid to meet on the first date in an environment that is controlled. You control your house. How do they know that they can trust you? Well, like
again, you offered to meet up. You offered to meet out first.
Yeah, I offered to. So maybe that person came in late, and it came
probably
in between. But yeah, the only reason we brought up the meeting at the house for the first date is due to COVID. It wasn't because of we just want you to come to our house on the first date. What is your opinion on, let's say, post or pre-pandemic meeting up at your house on the first date from the dating app? Yeah. What do you think? Have you done that before?
Oh, nah, I don't. Just me generally, because I don't like most people knowing where I live.
Yeah, because you own a home.
Yeah, but even when I had my spot in Buckhead, I need you to. I need to make sure that you ain't gonna come over, flip out, and all this. Like, yeah, no.
Would you? Because see, this is something I struggle with. Just like she talked about control. I have a tough time. So I get you, Heart Story X Love Story. I understand, because me as a man, I thought this was more of a manly thing. I don't like to not be in control. I like to be the one driving. I have a problem going to a woman's place and like staying there. Do you have that problem? You ever feel uncomfortable at someone else's house?
The reason I'm more okay going to someone else's place is because I can control my ability to leave easier. Fact. Right? If we're at my place, it turns into me kicking you out. If I'm at your place, it's just me.
Yeah, you know what? That is 100% correct. It is. All right. This is.
Yeah. So in the interest, I like having control too. That's why I like to be.
This is going to be tough. But tell them a time to where you've had to kick a girl from the dating app out of your house.
Kick a girl from the dating app.
Or tell us how you appropriately kick a girl out. Like, they didn't do nothing wrong per se, but you just know it's about that time, and I'm not that you're sleepy, but this is over. How do you bid them adieu when they're in your house at that point?
I mean, I've never. You know what? Oh snap! That did happen one time.
Mm-hmm.
That did happen. It did. Yeah, we was watching TV. I don't remember exactly what happened, but she just got real, I don't know, hyper tense, emotional or something. and I was trying to calm her down. And then she got mad that I was trying to calm her down. But I couldn't comprehend why I'm not allowed to try to get you to calm down in my house. I was confused by that. And so and so she started, I can't remember exactly what she said to me or because when I get to a certain point, it's a wrap. So she said something, and I'm a direct person. I was like, all right, it's time for you to leave. Yeah, I'm a direct person.
Well, what was she so hyped about?
What happened at the time? It might have been during the summer. Okay, so she's from up north. She's from up north. And it was during last summer when there was a lot of the protests, and a lot of people for the first time discovered that there's police brutality and racism, right? Because before I had a conversation with her, and she's black. And somehow, it was like, oh, race hadn't been a thing for me. I don't really see race. I grew up in Georgia. I had a white dude call me a nigga to my face when I was working at the movie theater because I wouldn't put cheese on, because I wouldn't put the jalapenos on his nachos. They're supposed to do that. So I got called a nigga. Like, I grew up in Georgia. That's, so I was telling her, I was like, yeah, like, I guess she didn't like the fact that I wasn't responding like she was. And it's like,
well, how's y'all even, I tend to shy away from those conversations on dates anyway. How'd y'all even get into that?
We had already been talking to one another. We met on Tinder. We had already been dating and back and forth. We were watching TV. And it was on TV. It was on TV, like we was watching the news. It was on, and she started getting mad and emotional and all this stuff. And I'm like, okay, well, you know what I'm saying? I told you this is how it is. Like, I don't know how to handle. I don't have the most experience with introducing a mid-30s black person to racism. I don't have the most experience with that.
Mm-hmm.
This your first time seeing this?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, it turned into whenever she gets mad and flustered, she would like lash out. And she said something crazy to me. And I'm not the kind of person I'm not the kind of person that gets disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for sure not the kind of person that gets disrespected in my house.
Yeah.
You're not gonna disrespect me.
So boom, you kicked her out. Now I've ran into this as well. You tell me if you've ran into this to where you'll have a woman who shows up on your feed in whatever app that is that you use, but when you reach out to them, they don't even freaking live here. But they continuously want to talk to you. Have you seen that? You've never ran into that? Yeah, I had this one white girl who lived in LA, and she said her home, and I was like, why does your profile say Atlanta if you're living in Los Angeles? And she's like, well, my homegirl told me that there were some nice guys in Atlanta.
Did she ever come here?
So I was like, oh, okay. So do you travel here often? Guess what she says? Oh, I'm not traveling during COVID. So now I'm trying to let this sink in to your scalp so you see where I'm coming from. With
Devil's advocate one more time. All the dating apps put that little global thing in there so people could meet people in different places. The dating app may be responsible for that one.
I have no problem with you choosing whatever preference you want. If you want to date people in Albuquerque, New Mexico, have at it. But one would only hope that you'd be ready to plan a trip to Albuquerque, New Mexico.
But there are people that have long distance relationships, like where they don't. I'm just saying, there are. I'm not a long distance relationship guy.
Listen, people, let me talk to you real quick. If you click the link in my bio, I actually have a young lady who is on the page, and we spoke, and she prefers a long distance relationship. And we talked about long distance relationships and how easy they could be And when we come together, that's when you realize, guess what? You got to put in work. You have to actually work on in a long distance relationship. I've always said it. You can not talk to the person for a day, whatever, long distance. Hey man, you can date other people with no problem. That's for men and women. You can date other people without much restraint. You're not held accountable by a lot of things. We don't know what you're doing. We just enjoy those 2 or 3 days that we get to see you within the month, hopefully, if you don't have things planned. And it's easy, Mike. So yeah, but at least the long distance relationships, one would know you need to travel. So why would you start a long distance relationship during COVID if you're scared to travel during COVID? Doesn't make it. Things are just not making sense to me.
There's so many things that don't make sense in the dating app world. Like there's a lot of bad logic. I'm not at all suggesting that any of this makes real sense. But
now to the meat and potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever been catfished?
Bro,
via a dating app?
What? Man, I got catfished. This one time. So we had this process. Like it was weird because I felt something was off. Because at the time, you know how somebody's pictures just look old, right?
Look grainy, look a little Nextel-ish.
All your pictures look old.
21. That shit should be crisp.
So
icy.
This one was a while back. But it's the one that stands out the most because it was the most drastic. I mean, the girl in the photos was boom, 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 boom. Real, just crazy. Going into the situation, though, I told my homeboy, hey, I pre-set up a SOS text message. I said, hey, you get this SOS text from me. I need you to wait 5 to 10 minutes and then call. He said, all right.
Hold on. Stop right there for a second. Pause. If this is crazy as hell. If y'all have watched my videos on dating apps 1 and 2, mind you, I've never heard this story from him before.
And I've never watched
never watched that video before. And he's telling the exact same thing that I did in my catfish scenario. Go ahead. You can't make this stuff up. We didn't talk before this.
Wow. We specifically avoided talking today.
We avoided talking, so we didn't talk too much.
Right.
I never heard the story. Go ahead.
Right. So I go to the restaurant to meet the chick. I walk in. She's not there. I'm sitting at the bar, which I hate. I hate when the other person's not there.
Yeah.
I prefer to walk in. Right. I hate, but I got there.
Out of there.
I got there first, and I was like, God damn. So I sit down. I'm waiting, and I just know the universe is telling me, like, man, Chewbacca's gonna walk up on you in a little bit. Man, this kid walked up. I mean, 450 easy.
What?
Easy, bro. I'm talking about to the point.
Whoa. 450 is drastic, bro.
Dog, I drastic.
Right, wait, how?
To the point, let me tell you, she sat on the chair. The chair. She looks me in the face, and before I say anything, she goes, I can explain. That's how you know it was 450, boy.
How big was she in the picture?
No, she wasn't big.
At all?
She had body in the picture. Bro, in the picture, she was bad. Mind you, I'm looking at her face.
That's her.
Same chick.
Same chick. Legit.
Same chick.
Okay. Now, hold on. Do you, because I'll be having this conversation, I believe, Tuesday, but do you like big girls?
Man, you asked that question the wrong way. Like, that's a setup. It's not that you like big girls. Have I ever been attracted
how about
to
this? Do you prefer? Maybe that's easier to answer. Do you prefer
Right.
a larger woman?
No, I don't prefer a larger one.
Okay.
I'm not anti big girl, but that's besides the point. I swiped on what I swiped on.
Swiped on what you, yeah. You
You know what I'm
signed
saying?
up for this.
Bro, this is like getting ambushed in the jungle, Vietnam style. Like, you know what I'm saying? Charlie coming out the bushes.
Like as seen on TV, and when it came to your doorstep, that it did not look that.
No, did not see this on TV, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it was so. It's only because again, it was so drastic, and she knew how drastic it was. And she turns to me, and I can explain.
Okay, did you oblige her? Because I mean, I came this far. I would like to hear.
Oh yeah, well you know I obliged her while I hit that button. I had to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, go ahead. I got 5 minutes to kill.
Got 5 minutes.
So she started saying about, which is actually, it turns out, it's a story I can relate to. She had gotten hurt. Like she was a cheerleader and all this other stuff, and she had gotten hurt, and she couldn't exercise, and everything just spiraled and da-da-da. And the same thing happened to me. Like you didn't know me when I was that big, but I was 350. Right? Before that, I was super fit. I was a bouncer, I played football, all this other stuff, but I tore a muscle in my back. I couldn't walk for some time, and then, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Ended up gaining a bunch of weight. So, which I sympathize with. I do. And as the story is going, I'm like, man, this is touching. Because I can relate. Because during this time, I was still big during this time.
Oh, really?
I was still big. Yeah, I was still big during the time.
Big dude as well.
But when I was big, here's the thing. When I was big,
you took pictures of you being big.
You
took your pictures reflected you being big.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's fair.
And there are plenty of women, there are like women that look like her that still like big. Like I still talk to one that will tell you, that's told me to my face that she preferred me when I was big.
Well, yeah. We're not held at a stringent scale.
We're not.
Like women are.
But also there are plenty of dudes that like large women. There are plenty of dudes that like big girls. There are. Right?
I'm sure of it.
Right. So the funnier part of this story is as this story is going and I'm feeling this and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm still checking time. 5 minutes goes by. She's going. 8 minutes. I'm like, yeah. 10 minutes. All right, wait a minute.
Where does he at?
So when she gets distracted by her phone, so I send a quick yo send, right? Because you can do that quick. Why? Oh, send. He hits me back with all laughies. I was like, this asshole.
Yeah. Niggas always do that. Niggas always do that.
Right, man. It took that fool like bro, we ordered another drink, and then he finally called out.
Why didn't they, my homeboy didn't that saying he had called me. I'm putting it on speakers. They gotta put it on speakers so they hear it. I put it on speaker. He like, man, fuck it, don't worry about it, bro. I'll call you back. I said, oh my God. Dog. This is funny, man.
Terrible friends.
They are legit comedians. Legit comedians. Now, what is your take when I see this a lot? Going back to the dating apps, I see this a lot to where women are not utilizing all the picture slots that are allotted to you, and I feel like that's on all the apps across the board.
I'm okay with you not utilizing all the slots.
Why not? Or why?
What I'm not okay with, because you don't have to utilize all the slots to accomplish the goal. I want to see clear face, full body. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to show me if you can accomplish all the goals in like 2-3 pics. I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. I can live with that.
Okay.
But if you filling up all the slots and you hitting angles, yeah, now I'm leery because you need to stick.
This is the problem I have.
And I hate filters. I hate filters, by the way. You need to have that thing because, listen, no woman has ever been sexier with a fox's nose.
No. rabbits.
Ever.
Yo,
Never.
I had a. Oh my God, this is. Yeah, that's.
It's dumb as fuck.
I got a story I'm gonna tell you offline. This story is too graphic for online, but
I love
that
those.
that those animal faces are silly. Y'all need to stop that. It's not. Listen, it's not.
Oh, you know what?
Sis.
I'm gonna do this one for the ladies. Because I do know that there are dudes that use filters and it gives them like starry eyes and they're like,
Really?
stop, bro.
Please ain't using Mike. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I tell everybody, we traffic in the majority. So
No.
Sure,
Yeah. It's getting bad. It's getting bad. She sent me screenshots, multiple different ones.
Of men that are using sparkly eyes.
Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen it with my own eyes. If I would not stop to mention it if I hadn't seen enough for it to be alarming. If I had not seen enough for it to be alarming, I would not be mentioning it.
Sparkling eyes, though.
Man, and like the like pouty eyes, like I've seen it. It's alarming. We're in Atlanta. I'm concerned.
So my concern is I've seen women who put utilize with them in a picture with their friends. I see a enormous amount of people with their dogs. Listen, y'all and y'all dog, man. I don't want to see your dog. I do not. Dogs are cool. I'm not against them. But I would like to see you. I don't need to know what breed of mastiff you have.
If they're a dog person, you might want to know. I like to know when they're a cat person. I do. I'm not a cat person.
I'm gonna be honest, and y'all not gonna like this. If you have a pet and you show it, I don't care how good you look. I swipe left.
Really?
I'm not. I don't want. It's already enough that we're meeting women with kids. You tell me I have to meet a woman with kids and a dog? So how much time would you like to split here?
This is gonna go so bad.
Listen, man, you women with dogs, have at it. I walk out of my complex, Mike, and it is ridiculous the amount of women walking dogs. I mean, some huge, some small.
But it makes sense especially if you're single. Something so if something comes in the house, you can hear like a dog bark. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like a little alarm.
This means that whatever dog you purchase, when I come in your life, I have to get used to your dog. I have no choice in this.
I mean,
no choice, Mike.
There are some people that are very serious about their pets.
I mean, either way, I have no choice in this. This dog is with you like a kid for at least the next 10 years. Then you most likely don't want another. So anyway, not to go too far off topic. So there's an app called BLK. Have you heard of that?
Yeah, and it's terrible.
Listen, I'm gonna put BLK in my description when I post this video. Get the hell off the dating app market. Your app is super trash.
And you're making black people look.
You're making black people look terrible.
Terrible. Take that shit down.
Don't call it something else.
Something else, please.
Call it SOS instead of BLK.
Haven't we had enough problems? do we need enough. A terrible app specific to us as well?
Stop it. Get it out of here. I don't know what's going on with it. Is some of the it's some of the worst development,
and I'm in IT, DevOps. It's some of the worst development.
The development portion of it, the actual user interface
is trash.
The user interface is trash. The speed of the app is trash.
It's glitchy. It's buggy.
Yeah, it's not it's not smooth.
There's
you don't get the alerts, and the women that are on BLK. No, we're not doing that. Y'all gotta chill. I'd be offended sometimes.
Did you know that BLK wasn't in the ones I named earlier? I didn't mention BLK.
No.
I had
Why would
it.
you? We have it, but it ain't
It gets no love.
nothing.
No love. Terrible app. Terrible app.
We need to come up with a dating app.
Did we?
Did you know? I don't think y'all know this, and this is. I have a homeboy. He lives in the underworld, is what I call it. He's single. He lives. I won't say his name, but he lives in the underworld, to where he parlays with the goons and goblins in the underworld, the sexual deviancies of the underworld. Did you know that you can have anything you like at the palm of your hands via app? Did you know that? Did you know all of those threesomes, couples looking for this, S&M, you name it, man on man, woman on woman.
I've always been curious about a throuple.
I don't know what that is. What is that?
Like a guy. Well, for me, it would be a guy and two. It's just a three-way relationship.
Yeah. You're talking about a polyamorous relationship.
Apparently, throuple is a subset. Yes, maybe a subset of polyamory. But for some reason, throuple. Are you looking it up? Look it up.
A throuple is a relationship between three people who have all unanimously agreed to be in a romantic love relationship together. The consistent people involved. You may also hear throuple refers to as a three relationship triad. So yeah, same thing. But this. Well, on the picture, there's three women. So maybe that's is that a gay three-way, or is that?
See, and that's why I don't see. I think throuple just closes it at three.
I never heard of throuple. It's always called a polyamorous relationship, as far as I know. Polygamy.
Yeah, but see, if you're poly, that can span a lot.
I thought poly was only three.
No. Poly can be as many as you want. There are different forms of poly.
Multiple romantic relationships at the same time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But with a throuple, it's those three people, and that's it.
Mm. But think about that. You can find all of this at the palm of your hands. You can go to your app store right now, no cap, and find all of this. Not
throuple. Throuple is like the throuple touch. What's that?
No, when I'm sure, because I'm sure you got Google Play. So when we get off this, go on the App Store and search for the most wildest thing that you could possibly think of.
I'm gonna do that.
As far as a person wanting this from another person. I thought that this stuff was only in the underworld. You needed to know somebody that knows somebody that knows some freak. Is what I thought. I never knew that this has crossed over into the digital world at this point.
I'm gonna search for throuple.
Right. Search for there's couples wanting males, couples wanting women, all type of stuff.
Dating app.
There's asking Spanish people, black people, white people, gays, heterosexuals, Krugers. I seen one for Krugers, specifically for people of a certain age looking for other people of a certain age.
Threesome dating app for couples and swingers.
There you have it.
Whoa. Threesome dating app for what's that?
Three-way?
There's an app called Three-Way.
This brings a whole new meaning for there's an app for that.
Wow, I did not know this.
I never knew that.
The Unicorn threesome hookup and free dating app? What Taboo? Whoa.
It's wild out there.
I'm no longer comfortable in Google Play. Thirder?
It's wild out here. Y'all need to get y'all act together and get with the program, because the options are endless.
Man,
and what y'all African American women don't understand is that we have the option to go outside of the black community.
Not just that. I had this conversation with someone the other day because there are women there. Because I was talking to someone that was dating, and I was like, yeah, like when you start thinking about, you know what I'm saying, competition, like I hate the idea that people have gotten in this space where they're like, I don't compete. Well, that just means you're losing.
You're a loser.
And that's fine. Yeah, that just means you're losing. All right.
It means that you're lazy. They don't want to compete. This is a competition.
Any finite resource, by its definition, there's competition for that resource.
Anything worth getting, someone else is gonna want it as well.
Right. I forgot where I was going with that. What was that? What did I just say?
You were going with competition.
So what I told her,
then outside the race.
Well, it's not even about that, because what I let her know, because you know my situation, I was like, in reality, I was like, the kinds of men that women claim that they're interested in, you're not competing with other black women for that dude. You're not even competing with America. You're competing with every other woman on the globe.
And
I've traveled around. Mike, I've lived in multiple countries.
Mike, do you know why they're competing with women around the globe? Because you have the means to travel around the globe. If you're dealing with Pookie and Ray Ray, who cannot travel like that, then that's cool. Then hey, they obviously cannot go further than their geographical area that they parlay in. Correct. They don't travel. Our passports are littered with ink. When we go out of the country with women who don't even know who Cardi B is, it's different. The energy that we get from these women is different. No disrespect to y'all. Remember, we said it earlier in the broadcast. We're here to help.
And here's the other problem, because you talk to some women, they go, oh, but the women that act like that, those are those prostitutes, right? They go right to like DR. Right?
Listen, they're gonna.
But I point out the one chick, I was like, I had a very interesting relationship with a woman from Suriname, which is a country in northeastern South America. Mm-hmm. And this woman, a black woman in Amsterdam, that's who taught me how to roll blunts.
But think about it. Women say that those are prostitutes. Those are this, those are that. I'm going to be honest. At least, remember, what did Mike say earlier? Transactional. At the least.
Don't do it.
At the least.
Why are you
know there is a return on investment.
Oh God! Anybody that sees this is
at the least. So do not disrespect these women who are making an honest living doing what they do. At the least, we have a return on investment. These women, you all down them so they just want you for your money. They just want me for my money, is it? What do you call yourself?
But that's not even what I
yeah,
It's a trick. It's a trick to even have that conversation. Because we're not that group, just like you said, doesn't represent the vast majority. The vast majority is going to be normal ass people in the rest of the world, like everywhere else.
They just have a different upbringing. They know what, not that modern day women don't know what the struggle is per se, but they're still in it. You get what I'm saying?
The girl in Amsterdam would buy me drinks and weed, and when I was shocked. I was like, I'm not really comfortable. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me get you some. And she stopped me and she asked me, was that not normal in America? And I was like, no, men don't go out and women just buy them drinks and stuff. She was like, really? Why? I didn't have an answer.
Do you know how shocked women are in other countries when we tell them these stories of our encounters with our women? I be feeling embarrassed sometimes.
Yeah.
Because listen, y'all. I want y'all to understand whether we're dating or not. Y'all are still our women.
Right.
We're in
Exactly.
this. We're in this together. We are your men. So when you talk about black men in a negative light, you're talking about your men. When we talk about y'all in a negative light, we're talking about our women. That's why this show and these conversations are good to be had so y'all can understand what you're up against. But hey, I get it. You don't want a competition. I'm the best thing since sliced bread, whatever. That's fine. That's fine. You can think that. But if you're the, like I told y'all yesterday, are you a good woman? If you're the only one who thinks this, then what does it matter really? What validity
You had
does
that
it have?
conversation?
Huh?
You had that conversation?
Yes. What validity do you have of your overinflation of self if no one has confirmed it?
Man, I had a chick ask me one time if she was wifey material.
What'd you say?
I was honest.
Don't do that.
No.
We all know you can't do
Right.
that.
Nah, but I was able to fully articulate why I answered that way. And
All
do you
right,
know
go ahead.
literally, I have not talked to her since. She has not talked to me since.
Anytime that you tell a woman the truth, they will leave because they can't
I'm not
handle
gonna say
it.
that. That's drastic. That's drastic.
Listen, any woman I tell the truth about themselves, they've either denied it or left.
Well, that's more of a subset of women, right? That's not, and not even women, of people.
No.
That's somebody that's not ready.
No.
That's someone who's
No,
not somebody who's not ready to confront whatever demon they got.
No. I'm not gonna let you do that.
Why not?
I'm not gonna let you do that.
And that's not
Most
women in general.
Majority of men have an accurate depiction of themselves. You might.
Hell no. Wait, hold on, time out. Now, hold on. In Atlanta for certain, because again, I got homegirls and my cousin. Niggas like, dude, do you know how many dudes she comes across where dudes can't even tell the truth about how old they are?
Tell you about what?
How old they are. Do you realize how many dudes lie about their age?
I'm not talking about their age. This is what I'm talking
they lie about all kinds of stuff.
Listen. This is what I'm talking about. We have an accurate description of ourselves. You might know that you cannot be out here trying to talk to J-Lo or Beyonce.
Okay. Well,
that's what
okay.
I'm talking about. You have an accurate depiction of yourself and what your resources
of
are.
My status.
And your finances, right?
Yeah.
You understand the type of woman you can afford, right? So listen, hold on. The dude who works at McDonald's knows that he cannot go date a brain surgeon.
He don't though. He don't. I'm just telling you. Listen. I hear the stories. One year we're gonna get her on one day. I'm telling you the stories I've heard, dog, and the stuff that I've witnessed. I get your point. I get the point. I'm only saying let's be specific because you're talking specifically about healthy dudes over here. And there are, the category of women that you're talking about, all women that can't handle the truth. It's any person that's not ready to confront the reality of who they are and what they're dealing with. It's not just all.
I didn't say all women. Majority.
I don't want to say majority.
Majority of women who I tell,
the detail. That's a better, okay. That's better.
I'm talking about the truth. I mean, negative things. Yeah. You ever had a situation to where you didn't ask a question you wasn't ready for? Case in point. If I'm dating a woman, I'm very selfish. I could date 5 women. I don't want you dating anybody. If it was up to me.
Real shit.
If it was up, listen, this is a safe space. If it was up to me, I would prefer you not to be dating anybody. I could date 5 people.
Right.
But I know the type of people that I could date or not. I have an accurate depiction of myself, how I look, how old I am,
What's available to you.
what's available to me.
Okay.
I don't overvalue myself. These women who I tell y'all about these crazy profiles, and mind you, you could tell me that the dating app is a parallel universe to reality. That's fine. That's cool, but it's, mind you, I'm everywhere. I'm just not only sitting in the house on a dating app. I'm in these streets. I see what's going on. I'm from the streets. I see what's popping. So it's the same thing. It's no different. The app is a little slower, yes. But at the end of the day, I run across the same people, bro.
Look, again, from our perspective, we're trying to date women. You trying to do a show, man. I'm being supportive of your efforts here and making sure that all points of view are represented. We would do well. You would do well, because I would love to be here to have a conversation. I told you we should track down somebody with one of these terrible profiles and get them on here.
We need to do that. We definitely need to do that, because these profiles are ridiculous. And to be honest,
I screenshot some.
Tell me something.
And
Tell me
I
something.
need to
read one.
Hold on. Let me see. Hold on 1 second, because this is on my phone.
Yeah, we're about to close soon, so give us a few profiles, just so y'all know that, hey, we're not capping. We are not capping. This is real stuff that goes on out here on these dating apps, and I honestly, I have no idea what y'all are on there for. Y'all are telling us all this negative stuff that you don't want. If you're here for hookups, listen, men want to have sex. Get over it. Get over it. Men, we lost Mike? We lost Mike. We still gonna talk. The sooner that y'all grasp this concept, the better. Once you grasp a concept that men want to have sex, it won't bother you as much to where you have to project this shit out. You don't have to. This is what we want to do. You see how you have the things that you want? You want a guy to love you for you, get to know you, talk about your childhood and your traumas and all. I don't even know what to say. Who gives a damn? We don't, that comes with time. I understand that. You have to, that's not all we want to do, but it's something that we want to do. Okay? I need y'all to do it safely. Do it safely. Do it safely. Do it when the time is right. I'm not saying rush anything. I get it. There's no time frame on it. But honestly, if he's doing everything he needs to do, you've been to his place, you've been in his car, he spent money on you, he showed you that he respects you as a woman and wants to show you around town. He didn't just ask for a Netflix and chill. He's taking you out on multiple dates. He makes sure he keeps his communication up. Okay? You've seen him on Instagram with his family. You know he's a man of means. You know where he works. You know how long he works. You know what he does after work. What do you want to happen exactly? To me, personally, I think you want something bad to happen so you can have an excuse to break up with him, because you've ran your passive dates. You want to treat men like a vending machine, and then all of a sudden you want to go to D4. I think that's what you think. Or do you think men are vending machines that at any point in time, as long as you have $1, you can just go put that joint in and then just all of a sudden press D9 and a man pops out the bottom? I hope that shit gets stuck in the vending machine. That's what I hope. I hope you get your man stuck in the vending machine every time you have to kick that shit. You know how irritating it is to kick a vending machine in public while everyone's looking at you crazy? That's annoying. Mike's back.
So curious how you got there. Did you see the ones I sent you?
You sent me something. When I'm on live, I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. because you have a live show.
Can you pull them up? You can't pull them up?
Can I put it like on the screen?
No, you can just read them or whatever. Because I got them on my phone too. Hold on. You know what? Let me see. Let me see if I can switch to Instagram.
If you would have emailed it to me, I could. Or if you would have,
yeah.
Or if you, I could give you another phone number you could text it to.
Hold on 1 second. How'd you just? What conversation were you just having? What were you?
I was talking about how. I think we were talking about waiting to have sex somehow. I'm not sure how exactly, but we got to where I was telling them, once a man has done all that he possibly can, you know where he works, you know his job title, you Googled how much he makes, he has his own place, his own car, you see his Instagram, his LinkedIn, his Facebook, everything checks out. What else do you want us to do in order to have sex with you? What else? Like what else is there? And I told them that I feel like you're waiting on us to mess up, so you can have an excuse to leave us because you've run our resources dry or something. You've had your turn on the dating carousel, and now you're getting off the ride to go try it again somewhere else without giving up anything. That's what I think, emotionally or physically. To go try it again somewhere else without giving up anything. That's what I think, emotionally or physically. We lost Mike again for some reason. We're gonna get this story out. We got a few more minutes. I would like to see. Let me see. Is he in there? There he goes. All right, we added it in. He should be coming back shortly. But these stories are real, y'all. I wanted to make sure I brought in a friend of mine who's a single male of age who has these horror stories and some more insight. And we have good dates too now. There's good things about the app. We don't want to scare you away from it. It's cool. You meet some cool people as long as they're willing to meet up. My pet peeve about the app is always just not meeting up. That's always been my gripe with the dating app. Why are you on the app if you don't want to meet up? Let's go and schedule the date. Don't gotta be today, don't gotta be tomorrow. That's fine. But we gotta plan it. We're gonna have to plan it. Not that good, unable to join. Oh, I don't know where he's at. There he goes. All right, he's coming back, I think. But yeah, it's fine. Just we're trying to tell you these things so y'all can prepare yourself on what not to do. So it's not like the app is horrible. We're the men looking for you. The women out there who hear this, who watch this, we're the men looking for you. Okay? So it is in your best interest to not do these things that we're running into. That's all we're saying. Mike, are you back?
All right. Let me see. So this was so somehow I came across a profile. I don't have a picture of the person, but I'm going to describe.
Don't put up any pictures of the person.
Right. Well, luckily I don't on this one. This is what I was.
You can describe anybody you want, but just don't put a picture.
Well, you'll see. So if you can see, can you? All right. So that's you can't see the person, right?
Yeah.
What it says is, I think this is my last resort. After this, I just give up. If you're not into healthier women, I'm not your girl. Shoes are life. bro. Chris, it's fucking 2021. It's fucking 2021. Yes. If you tell me healthier in 2021, I think you're a gym rat.
Yeah, as
no Chris. No Chris. No Chris. Healthier for her.
What is it?
The old school version of healthy.
Which is?
I'm She was, dude, her picture, she's big.
She was overweight. It's
Yes,
fine.
she's
You can
overweight.
listen. I got a bald head.
No, 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 no,
These are
no.
facts. So
That,
you can say if someone's overweight, they're
right,
overweight. Nothing wrong with that.
right. She's overweight. Bro, I 100% when I read the profile, I thought the same thing you did. If you're not into healthier women, yeah, okay. Picture. Whoa, wait a minute. Oh, oh, whoa. That's not healthier.
That is a part of the delusion that we have to squeeze out of our community. Stop using these buzzwords that make you feel better about yourself, that you projected that to other people. That's not.
I get to specifically feel this way because I'm somebody that was overweight and then did the work and is no longer overweight. So I feel that I have no qualms.
Imagine if you told women that you were healthy at that size. How stupid would you look? You'd look pretty crazy. And I would tell you that as a friend, because that's what men do. Unfortunately, women with other women, they don't want to say that, and they let their homegirl go out with this overinflated perception of self, and she projects that out, and we're looking at her like, are you okay? You all right, sis? You good? Because that ain't that.
Hey, man. You know, guys don't let their homeboys go too far.
Never.
Generally speaking.
We will,
like, you know what I'm saying? Right, we gonna keep you right. We're gonna reel that in. Reel that. Like, and you know what's funny? No matter how good you're doing, it doesn't matter. Like once you know somebody, it doesn't matter how rich I get and how big my house is, Chris Hall is still gonna talk shit when he sees me.
Yep.
Period.
I'm gonna talk shit.
Period. You never. There's something about this motherfucker.
You're gonna find
like that's just how dudes are. We gonna keep you anchored.
I have friends who are big. That's fine.
Right.
They get smoked in the group chat.
Yeah.
You're gonna get smoked until you get in the gym. You're gonna get smoked.
Yes.
You better have a mouthpiece and be good at jokes.
We're gonna talk about your booties.
You're gonna get smoked.
We're gonna talk about your booties. Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Next one. Then I got another one.
Let's hear it.
I'm funny. I smell good.
Thank God.
Not here for sex. I can cook. I have kids. I like to be outside and shit.
And shit?
Not here for sex.
So you put not here for sex twice?
Bro, I'm reading this verbatim. I'm reading this 100% with the profile. I'm only saying words that are on this profile. Hold on, I'm not done. Hold on, let me start over. I want everybody to know I'm reading this straight off this profile. Okay? And it's kind of set up, it kind of looks like a poem, if you ask me. Look, I'm funny, I smell good, not here for sex.
Shakespeare.
I can cook, I have kids, I like to be outside and shit, not here for sex. Romance me. Marriage is the goal. Me and Tinder have a love-hate thing. Not here for sex.
So we're at 3.
3. Last line. Now remember, before I read this last line, I'm gonna bounce back to a different line. There was a line that said, marriage is the goal.
Yep. That's fair.
Marriage is the goal. Okay? You a smart man, Chris. I'm lobbing this to you.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I think.
Because you're just gonna take it. I'm gonna read this last line and then I'm gonna shut up.
Marriage is the goal.
The last line says, disclaimer, I'm toxic as fuck. I'm toxic AF.
When did toxic, is toxic a good thing? These are these weird bad things. So bad is good and good, similar to the healthy thing, is bad. I'm not.
Hold on. Romance me. Marriage is the goal.
Not here for sex.
Disclaimer, I'm toxic as fuck.
How does this young lady look? Don't show her. Just describe it.
I don't have the picture on right here, so I don't remember. I just screenshot what the profile said.
Because I'm telling you, man, usually those long, mad, disrespectful, silly messages come from usually people who say not here for sex. I wouldn't have sex with you. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm gonna be brutally honest. Most of the people who says not here for sex, ma'am, I see why.
Man, but for me, man, that's still like not here for sex, but marriage is the goal. So
I think that, see what and listen, I get it. Women mean I'm not here just for sex. I understand that. But does that mean that people who don't put that there, you're just here for like what? Why do you feel that?
Why is it something to highlight? Why is it something to highlight? I don't understand. The kind of person, according to you, the kind of person that you would be interested in wouldn't be after you for just sex. So why say it?
Why do you need to say that?
Yeah.
Do you want me to say I'm here for sex? Is that what you want me to put on my profile?
Man, you know what I'm saying? They act like.
Do I have to say that? I'm not here just for sex either. But at some point,
right.
I'd like to have sex, ma'am.
It'd be rather dandy.
I mean,
rather
what
dandy.
exactly do you think I'm here doing?
My bad, man. I started reading the next one.
Give us one more, and then we're gonna close it out.
Oh my God!
Y'all think we don't save this stuff? Oh, we save it because it's hilarious, and we bring it up in the group chat because it's funny as shit. Because y'all are bat crazy. Go ahead.
Okay. So, what is the basis? What is the point behind a dating profile, Chris?
From my understanding, is to give you a visual description of me and also to give you a little bit of information about me.
Okay. All right. So I'm about to read this word for word. I don't want to write this long passage explaining me as a person.
Lazy. Why not?
That's the entire point of the profile.
I mean, yeah, that's why it's there.
It's the whole point of the profile is the okay. I don't want to write this long passage explaining me as a person. What's meant to be will be. A black queen. I'm a fire sign, which means I talk back. Only the strong survive.
That sounds like you have a PlayStation 5 for sale with no motherboard. Who wants that? I don't.
Bro. When did this, women that put, sarcasm is my second language, that's not a thing.
Women, it's to the point where women are thinking that being disrespectful is a part of their personality.
I'm telling you, it is blowing my mind.
Why would I want someone that talks back? Why would I want someone that's rude, toxic, belligerent, non-cooperative, contentious?
Because somehow it makes you more of a man. See, that's another part of the conversation I had earlier that I was telling you about. That actually goes into that.
And then they,
I don't know.
Then they put dumb shit like that to where they say if you can't handle it, you're just not man enough. Yes. Ma'am, yes. I want a lady. I don't want a man.
Well, not only that, that's that toxic shit, right? Like, I'm gonna put up this wall and I'm expecting you to go get a hammer and chisel and break through this wall, and that's how you prove that you love me. Which is funny, because what people don't realize is that there's a woman right over there with an open meadow, flowers and butterflies and shit. Ain't no wall over there.
None.
Why is that? Why is that not the better option? Why should I opt to hack through a wall? And how do you figure it's a sign of love that I'm willing to beat down on a wall that got put up because you got fucked over?
All of them think that they have, well, some of them think that they're all so special. And you have to do something to be special. Okay? That's what you have to do. Mike, it was a pleasure. Your input was much needed. This is something they need to know. You have brought much grace to Dating Apps Part 3. It wouldn't have been the same without you. I'm glad I brought you on for this. And the saga continues.
Consider yourself having done community service this evening, sir.
I can put this in my file as community service hours served.
If you ever get a speeding ticket, you already got some time on the books.
All right, Mike. We'll see you.
All right.
All right. There you have it. Dating Apps Part 3. This will be uploaded on my YouTube. Follow me on Instagram at Chris Hall ATL. There will be a link in the bio. This is the Chris Hall Show. It'll take you to my YouTube. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Also hit the notification bell so you can stay up to date and be alerted whenever I drop content. We'll see you next time.